Hello friends, in this video I will show you how to use the create row from the service Airtable. So basically what we have to do in this occasion is that we have a package that receives different basically different input data. The first one is the base ID, the second is the table ID, which I've shown you on other videos that data, that information you can obtain from the URL. And the last one that we need, the last input data that we need is the record info, which basically this is the information that you are going to use to create the new row on the database. So how do we obtain that? Okay, we are going to see it in a moment. But you need an HTTP request node, which basically targets to the API, to the URL API, and you have to use a post method. And as part of this post method, we have to specify that we want a header parameter, which name is content type and the value is application JSON, and we have to render it as header so that it works correctly. After that, we have created a body, which basically have the structure for the request for a correct response, for a correct request. Basically, you need a field named fields, and then you have the record information. Finally, I have created a finished node, which basically shows the results of the creation of the new row. Okay, so how do we obtain the record information? Well, for this, I suggest you that you use the get record, basically the get record package, which basically returns you the information about one row of your table. So with this, you have the fields, precisely the fields information, which is a JSON object that you can see here. And basically what you have to do is, for example, go to raw. And what we are interested in is in this information after the fields word. Let me show you this information. Let me open a new window on Visual Studio Code, new file. Okay, here we have the information. Let me format this data. Okay, you can see that we have this information. The data that you need always starts with a key, with this symbol, and it ends with the close symbol that you can see on the screen. And basically you have all the information here, the information that you need, and you can replace this information with your own information that you want to insert on the database. For example, let's create a new record. We can see that the priority on Airtable has different possible values. Let's select that it is critical, for example. Well, let's change this to medium. Okay, we're going to write medium. The description is going to be, for example, testing packages creation function. The task is, for example, testing package. The start date, let's change, for example, the end date and the start date. The status is going to be one of the different status, for example, completed or to do, maybe. So let's write to do. Okay, here we have this data. And basically that is all that we need. This is an extra parameter because I write it only to test some functionalities. And after we have this piece of data, we can return to packages. We can go to our package, which is create row. And we are going to run the package. As part of the record info, we have to input this JSON object, which basically represents the new row in your database. Let's return to Airtable. Let's extract the base ID information, which starts with app, the table information is the data that starts with TBL. Let's use our Airtable profile or key. And after that, we're going to run the package. And after a few seconds, we see that we have a successful insertion in our database, and we have all the information here. So if we return to Airtable, we can see that we have this new row that was created with the information that we specified as part of the new object. So this is a very useful package that tells you to create a new record in your table using packages. So I hope that this package is useful to you, and see you in the next video.